Powered Parachute Handbook 12 One-Night Abnormal and Emergency Procedures. Today, we'll be delving into night operations and emergency procedures specific to powered parachutes. Let's begin by discussing the nuances of flying a powered parachute after sunset. Night operations require a private pilot-powered parachute certificate, and the aircraft must be equipped with proper lighting for taxi and flight. Position lights, green on the right, red on the left, and white in the back, are essential, and anti-collision strobe lights can complement these position lights. It's crucial to adhere to these guidelines. Now, using lighted runways at night presents challenges for powered parachute pilots. Conducting a pre-flight inspection in the dark raises concerns about visibility and runway usage. Adequate illumination is imperative for takeoff, ensuring proper inspection of the wing and takeoff area. Planning flights where the pre-flight is completed just before sunset and the final landing occurs after sunset can mitigate these challenges. Moving on to emergency situations, it's vital to understand that successful management relies on familiarity with procedures outlined by the powered parachute manufacturer. These guidelines supplement manufacturer recommendations and enhance your overall knowledge of emergency operations. Remember, if there's a conflict between these guidelines and the manufacturer's procedures, the latter takes precedence. For emergencies, refer to Chapter 14 of the Pilot's Handbook of Aeronautical Knowledge for lost procedures and flight diversion techniques. Selecting an alternate airport, ensuring sufficient fuel, and maintaining altitude and heading are critical aspects. Additionally, review the PO for your aircraft to be prepared for system and equipment malfunctions. A significant proportion occurs during takeoff due to complacency, often stemming from the ease of flying a powered parachute. Complacency can result from the slow pace and simplicity of controls, but it's crucial to combat this by maintaining situational awareness. Complacency during flight may arise due to the PPC's simplicity, which can lead to distractions from the outside environment. In-flight accidents can result from a failure to anticipate obstacles and weather-related turbulence. Landing accidents often stem from porpoising, thermals, or challenging field terrain, while takeoff issues may arise from a failure to achieve wing lock before adding airborne power or takeoff into the wind. Now, we'll be delving into potential hazards associated with standing powered parachutes, even when they are on the ground. Let's begin with a crucial consideration. High winds can pose a threat, even while the powered parachute is parked. In such situations, rescuers must act swiftly to regain control of a free-standing powered parachute with a semi-inflated, dragging wing. The key is to grasp the steering lines, not the cart, and pull the lines into the wind, tying them off to any structured part of the PPC to prevent reinflation. Now, prevention is the best safety procedure. Immediately after landing, it's recommended to secure the wing, even if you're just refueling. Condensing the wing exposure to elements, such as harmful ultraviolet rays and unexpected wind gusts, is crucial. Folding the wing on top of itself and securing it with added weight or a fan guard can prevent potential hazards. Moving on to takeoff, we need to be vigilant about restricted lines. If steering or suspension lines become restricted around an outrigger or accessory, maintain ground direction into the wind, reduce RPM to kiting speed, and reach out to push the line off the restricting object. If this isn't possible, it's safer to shut down the powered parachute and abort the takeoff. If the lines become entangled with debris, shutting down the PPC and cleaning up the lines is crucial to prevent stress on the lines during liftoff, which could lead to breakage. Lines caught under a wheel present an immediate danger. In such cases, aborting the takeoff is imperative. Shut down the power, magnetos, and bring the wing down to ensure safety. Next, we encounter the concept of a wing wall. This occurs when the canopy forms a wall-like appearance, and despite attempts to pop the canopy out, the safest solution is to immediately abort the takeoff and re-lay out the canopy. Attempting sharp throttle movements can lead to line and propeller damage. A wing lockout is another phenomenon during initial kiting, where the canopy remains at a 45-degree angle behind the cart. Two techniques can be employed to correct this: lowering ground speed to allow the canopy to fall back and then increasing speed, or maintaining ground speed and executing a flare to slingshot the canopy up and above the cart. Let's delve into essential considerations for powered parachute takeoffs, with a particular focus on ensuring the wing is centered overhead before attempting any takeoff maneuvers. It's crucial to highlight that no takeoff should ever be attempted unless the wing is centered above the cart and forward to the riser attachment points. During the pre-flight roll, if the wing is not centered, pilots should keep steering into the wind and maintain ground speed below the airborne threshold. Throughout the takeoff pre-flight roll, verifying the correct wing position is paramount. The wing typically desires to be centered and weathervane into the wind. By avoiding rushing the takeoff roll and allowing the wing the necessary time and speed to adjust and settle overhead, the takeoff process becomes smooth. Steering into the wind is crucial throughout the entire takeoff roll. Adjustments to the wing's position can be made during the pre-flight roll once the wing is up and past the 45-degree position. If the wing is hanging down on one side, applying steering input to the opposite side helps pull the wing up to a more centered position. It's essential to compensate for the wing's inertia by adjusting steering bar pressure. A critical point to note is that manual movement of the wing center is not necessary. The wing's design and attachment points inherently create a tendency for the wing to be centered and overhead. Steering the wing into the wind, allowing self-correction time, and providing proper ground speed are sufficient to achieve the right wing position before takeoff. Now, let's explore a scenario where the cart turns over, commonly known as a rollover. During a powered parachute taxi, steering involves managing both the wing and the cart independently. If the wing and the grounded cart follow different paths, a pullover situation may arise. The strongest tendency of a taxiing ram air wing is to weathervane, pointing into the wind. However, if the pilot is steering the cart in a different direction and fails to correct the wing's position over the center of the cart, a pullover may occur. This emphasizes the importance of caution during taxi turns. If the wing is not centered or all its cells are not open, it's crucial not to increase throttle to provide enough airspeed for lift. Instead, either shut down or slow down, point the cart into the wind, and correctly build the wing. In the event of an unexpected side gust of wind or an attempt to take off before the wing is centered, a cart may be placed in a condition where it could be pulled over on its side by the horizontal lift of the wing. In such situations, immediate actions must be taken. If recovery is possible, reduce ground speed to remove lifting force from the wing. If pullover is inevitable, immediately turn off the engine and stop the propeller by placing the magneto switches off. Do not attempt to prevent the pullover with your body. Instead, protect your limbs by pulling your arms and legs into a tuck position. Remember, a wing pullover should never be a normal occurrence. These accidents can have severe consequences. With proper training and understanding, a wing pullover is easily prevented during the takeoff roll by following the outlined steps. Always prioritize safety and remain calm during the takeoff process.